Yes. Good evening, good evening. Welcome to the lore delving of Guild Wars on my channel here. I'm feeling really awkward. I don't know why. I've done this intro so long, and today is the day where I'm just like, derp. Probably because I made some adjustments to the microphone. I hope the quality sounds better than it has in the past. My lovely husband, Argum, stepped in. I repositioned the microphone and we reviewed the filters. And so hopefully it's sounding delicious and buttery smooth. Mics sound very good. Good. Very good. So just those little improvements as I go as a streamer. Thank you for the hydrate. I'm gonna drink some coffee first though, because you can't make me drink water first. I don't have a drink water first button. I'm having that moment where I realize that this is the first water I've drank all day. Water just is not a liquid I really consume that much, and I really should. I could take your coffee and only leave you with water. You couldn't even reach my coffee. You'd have to like wrestle yourself past the box light and then through the narrow gap at my desk here, and then like lean over me and through the microphone to get to, like, it is at a guarded location. You'd also have to reach past my water bottle because now my water bottle is here. My coffee is safe. Is that a challenge? No. Not unless you want to be featured on a Twitch clip, because you know I will clip that interaction. What's up, Zeno? Obstacle Course coffee is the best coffee. I think so. I think so. Oh. So, lore delving. This is an unusual part 2 of, from yesterday. Yesterday we discussed a little bit of the Dredge. They're a faint whisper in the Prophecies campaign. And we worked, well, Zeno worked really hard, and I tried not to die too much along the way to get us to the Deldrimor War Camp, and Sorrow's Furnace is just a stone's throw away. We're trying to see if we can get our eyeballs on the Dredge. Do they exist in the Prophecies campaign? I don't know the answer to that question. Exactly, we hiked to Mordor with a ring. You know, I'll take that coffee and make you drink the water you desperately need. The water you used to make sure I drink. I mean, yeah, when you were streaming in the hydrate button, absolutely. But I mean, you put the hydrate button on your own channel, so I mean, what can I say? Let's see. So what else? What else? Let me look at my computer calendar. Oh, I can't. Let me look at, oh, you know what? I have my actual calendar right here. I just want to give an update on my final days streaming Monday, Tuesday, because semester starts on the 21st. Today is the 14th. So next week will be my final days streaming on Mondays and Tuesdays. Maybe not on Tuesday because I want to be sure I am a fresh spring chicken for classes on Wednesday. And all of that jazz. I need to pick up my books. I don't know. Well, Tuesday is a maybe, but I will be streaming on the 20th. And then after that, it will only be Friday evenings, Saturday afternoons, and Sunday afternoons, unless, you know, I'm out of town or doing whatever. So I will keep you guys updated, mostly on the Discord. I've also started advertising streams on X, which is Twitter now, or formerly Twitter. Thank you for that, Lurk Lost. So whenever I go live, I will tweet out the topic of discussion for the evening. So if you use that platform, I'm also posting updates when I go live or sharing other little updates. I like it as a supplemental thing, especially since Guild Wars, their like ArenaNet, it posts updates regularly to Twitter. I feel like it's a good thing to zitter. I like that, Xeno. So because ArenaNet also uses that platform to give updates and showcase their new skins and stuff, I think it's a good place to advertise lore conversations. So for anyone who is watching the VOD, I really appreciate you watching. Of course, if you follow the channel or subscribe, you know, whatever that the case may be, I really appreciate it. It lets me know that you're interested in these topics, that you want to see more. It's pronounced with an SH. Yeah, some would argue that for sure. Anyway, so the general format is, with the exception of tonight's a little special. The general format is that we have a topic of discussion. We read about it for about 30 minutes on the wiki between Guild Wars 1 and Guild Wars 2, and then we jump in to actually play the game through the main campaign in Guild Wars 1, and then switch over into Guild Wars 2, playing from a human perspective for a cohesive narrative experience. I have all 3 of the books. I'm going to read those at some point. So, you know, there's a lot going on, and we continue the conversation about the lore in the Discord in between streams. It's where I compile notes after these, and I'm enjoying the live format where it's not like a video that I produce and then put out there, because then more people can tune in and give their experience about the game, their perspective, their knowledge of the lore, given the topic of discussion, which I think is a really cool experience, and I've been enjoying it a lot. I have noticed some feedback from players, or I'm assuming they're players, but there are people that watch this and they seem concerned about how I am mechanically playing the game, or that, oh, you're not going to get very good drops. And that's not why I'm here right now. The main purpose of me playing through the game at this moment is to experience the narrative, is to play through the campaigns, is to take in the atmosphere and the regions, and look at this from a purely narrative standpoint. And it's not that I don't enjoy the mechanics, or I'm not going to play the game correctly, if that's if I can say that. That will come later on down the line, but I've just been really enjoying the rabbit trail of taking attention towards the lore itself, and then doing other things off stream. So I do continue to play the game throughout the week, not streaming, but right now the streams are centered around talking about the narrative and the campaign and the mechanics secondary. So just for any clarity of that, of course, I appreciate tips on playing the game. because the feedback that I got about the loot drops is if I'm pairing with high level characters and I've got a full party, apparently that will affect the kind of loot that gets dropped. It's not as good or something. I'd need to reread it to better understand. But that will affect it, you know, how many members are in my party and everything like that. So, and that's good to know when I am trying to get better equipment, when I do want better drops. It's a good thing to know. So those kinds of comments are always welcome. I'm not saying, don't tell me, because that's not what I'm trying to do right now. It's more like, I hear you and I appreciate the feedback, but do be aware that I'm not going to necessarily be implementing that feedback right away. It's just, we're looking at the story. We're experiencing the environment and we're just soaking in it like a warm bath. Argum says, I don't think I've seen you play an MMO and be like, I'm going to play this the most optimal way like a veteran would and then ruin my enjoyment of a game because I made it a job. That's what I think of when you say play it the right way. Yeah, I mean, everybody has different motivations for playing games, and this is a topic that we've covered a couple of times, but everybody has a different reason, a different motivation for playing a game. Some players will play a game because they're looking to be competitive. They want to get in the PvP scene, and to be competitive in the PvP scene, you need to care about how do I get the best drops, where do I go for the best gear, let me look at the build, and depending on if I'm trying to be support or a glass cannon or a tank or a healer, there's better builds to have a competitive edge. So absolutely, that comes into play. I am not. I imagine that can be frustrating for people to watch, but I just go with what feels fun. Like, what's something that is interesting to me, or how many different ways can I approach a given problem, and I stumble through it on my own. That being said, I have looked at the engineer scrapper build in Guild Wars 2, and I did create a scrapper build based off of that. But when I first created the character, I just went with... I did get some opinions from people first, like Argum, I think I asked you, are there any builds that are like absolutely terrible? And you said, nah, you know, there's so many ways you can be flexible with the build you're having that it doesn't really, you know, don't have to worry about that. So I thought, okay, what looks cool? And I thought being an engineer was cool. I thought being able to use pew-pews would be cool. And so that's what I did. And turns out my main weapon is a hammer. You know, a year goes by and I'm no longer using pistols and muskets and things. I am using a hammer. Basic tool for any engineer. Anyway, Zeno says, heroes and even henchmen are allotted drops. They don't actually get anything. That's why certain specialty solo builds became popular. Gotcha. The right way to play a game is to play it the way you find it fun, in my opinion. I agree, Argum, absolutely. And it depends, like, how you find something fun is what your motivation is for playing the game. And everyone's going to have their different niche. I'm not going to say it's right or wrong unless you are affecting another person's ability to enjoy the game. And when you have so many different motivations in the same space, in a shared space, that's going to create some conflict. And it's like, the way that one person wants to play isn't the same that another person wants to play, but you're trying to do a cooperative team thing. So, you know, naturally that can cause some issues, but that's where we need to be adults and agree to disagree and give ourselves space and distance whenever possible. But, you know, compromise. It's all about that compromise. Takes a good while to get skills for yourself and your heroes. Okay, good to know, Zeno. I remember you telling me about that. There was a place to duck out so that we could, or so that I could get heroes, like Gwen or something. No, Mox. You told me about Mox. Hey, Yazi, what's going on? Oh, we got to give a quick shout out to Yazi Nova. Also a Guild Wars 1 streamer. I think they recently started streaming. Is that correct? If you have any clips, it'll play a clip. It should anyway. Maybe there's no clips yet. Oops. But I can do this. Usually when I do the shout out command... Ooh, I wonder if my thing got disconnected. Because it's supposed to do... Can I just log in, please? It's supposed to do a really cute compilation of your streams and stuff. Okay, there's me. Let me try this again. You can get Mox, Ogden, and maybe Vec in maybe 10 minutes or so. Oh, that's awesome. All good. Thanks for the support. Absolutely. Absolutely. There it is, frostytools.com, Yahtzee Novas, all about that nostalgia trip. From Guild Wars 1 to Path of Exile 2, they're diving headfirst into classic adventures and new challenges. Expect plenty of necromancer nonsense and witchery along the way. This variety streamer welcomes backseat gamers and tips, so join the chaos. With now that I've like pumped up my mic, once again, thank you, Argum, I feel so much more confident to do an actual read like that. Speaking of Argum, he is also a streamer, specifically Ashes of Creation. This is the other shout out I want to do before we transition into playing the game. Let's see if we get another sing-songy clip. I also want to make sure that my clip generator thing is working. Oh, yay, there it is.
You're banning that word? Okay. How far down do I need to go? What is my punishment if I use the word? Hashtag curious. And how long? Is it 5 minutes? 10 minutes? Timer resets, you guess? 5 minutes, all right. Oh my god.
I banned the word all right. So it wasn't even like I banned a curse word.
All right, what's the oh my god, what is the punishment?
Said it twice. All right. Oh. Oh, that's too good. That's too good. Okay, let's play some video games. That's why we're here. Video games and lore. That's one of my favorite clips. I know. I'm a stinker. Alright, we're gonna pause the music going on in the background. And... where's... Oh, there we go. I'm watching my microphone levels. So if they start to feel... If it starts to feel like the mic is like too hot and it's like too much, please tell me. But it should be... I should be easy to hear compared to like the game and music and whatever else is going on. But not like breaking the microphone. I just said all right, banned. Do I have ban an in-game action or ban a word as a channel point redemption? I don't think I do. You've dialed me to 45% and last night I was at 100. I think that's a good sign. And it's like, it's just because it's a clean loud, right? It's not like spiking. Well, you know, Argum and other people would tell me if it was, but that's what I want it to be. I want it to be like, if you're on your computer, you need to turn me down. And then, yeah, exactly, Zeno. It's a good room for adjustment. So if someone's on their phone and they need to put me at max volume, they can do that and hear me. Ban an in-game action. You do, but I can't do the ban in-game action for 5 minutes. Mic sounds good, it's loud. Okay. I don't understand the ban. You do, but I can't do the ban in-game action for 5 minutes. You do, but I can't do. I need a little more clarification on what the ban is. Boop. You have the option, but it won't let me do it for 5 minutes for an in-game action. Oh, so you're just letting me know that I have that ban an in-game action. Oh, right. Yeah, so usually when you select it, there's like a little thing for you to type in what it is you want to ban, and then when you send it, then it lets me know. So if you can just tell me in a message right now, just put it in chat which thing you want to ban, and I'll just do that. Oh, right. And we also talked to that dwarven guy, Kilroy. Kilroy Stonekin. He has a mission in Sorrow's Furnace. Actually, everybody needs a mission in Sorrow's Furnace. I don't want to go around and find everybody because I'm so low level. The main mission here is just to see if we can get eyes on a dredge, and then essentially run away and continue the main story campaign. That's the goal. We have this other dwarf guy here. Oh, look at his eyes. Your eyes are so... Why am I sidestepping? Hello? Am I like running into him? I am! Oh, look at that. There's like a, there's a thing on the ground, a boundary. So I can't walk through him. He's got like an invisible barrier. I know why he has that invisible barrier. Do you see these eyes? Like how sparkly, these beautiful gray eyes. No wonder he has to have like this invisible force field. He has to beat people back with a stick. His eyes are too gorgeous. I pick one skill on my skill bar that cannot be used in one mission. Okay. I want to pick something that I actually use. I'm gonna say dual shot. Can I just remove this from the bar? Now it's not there. Now I can't accidentally use it. I packed the party, so maybe we won't have to worry too much. Gotcha. So that is what I'm removing. So I have weaken armor and mark of pain, but now I don't have the dual shot. I still have distracting shot, read the wind, which I never use. Hey, what's up, Chibi? I very infrequently use power shot, but that's something I'll probably now use more since this other one's gone. And other stuff like that. Okay, cool. Because I wanted to pick something that I actually use rather than, oh, here's an easy one that I can ignore because I never use it anyway, because that feels cheap. Can't look anyone in the eyes. Jealous much? Okay. Zeno, if you are ready, I am ready. You have one with no build? Uh-oh. Okay, I'm not gonna start the 5 minutes until we're actually in the field. Because it doesn't feel fair if something gets banned and then we spend the next, like, 3 minutes in town doing nothing. Alright, I've got a timer on my phone. And once we run out into the open... There's more players over here. Probably because it's a high level area. Brawler, henchman, level 20. Little Tom, Aiden, Lena, Dunham, Eve. Oh, Eve was on the cover of Factions, right? Or Nightfall. We're doubled up on interrupts and heals now. Heck yeah! My day's going great, Chibi. I revamped the microphone with Argham's help, and I think it's sounding a lot better. You know? Okay. So... Start timer and load in. 5 minutes starts now. No dual shot, and I cannot look anyone in the eyes. For 5 minutes. Now, the map... Sorrow's Furnace is, like, in the northwestern corner. Oh, and I cannot run ahead of anybody. Wait, where did he go? You go down the other way? I'm actually not sure which direction we should go, and I should really know that before we start wandering. Let's see, what is this? Grenth's footprint. So here's the map. We are here. We're gonna need to go down this way. Oh, and this is actually passable. It looks like it's not, but it is. But then to get... Look at that. That is just wild. But to get here, I think we need to come in from this direction. So we're gonna have to get here, which could be through this way. So we might need to go this way and then down and then around. So I've got this on the side. I'll be keeping an eye on it to try to guide us over there. Okay. Oh, so we're gonna go down the ramp. I think it's at the bottom of that hole, orange glow. Yes, I agree. Yeah, so we're gonna go down this way. I just need to be careful not to draw attention because I am squishy compared to everybody else. Remembering I don't have dual shot, but I do have power shot. Continuing this way? Or do you think it's that way? Oh, wait a minute. From this angle, it does look... Oh, I see. We're gonna go down this way and down... Does this curve around? Let me just... We can go either way? Okay. Because the other way, yeah, would be like all the way around that edge and then down, and it snakes around and then it gets to this level here and then it goes straight in. So I think the faster way is the way that we were going. We'll just go this way. Oh, coins. Ooh, piece of candy. It looks like we're back from ad break. Chibi, I love boba or chai latte. Boba is like so good. There was a taro tea and it's like purple. and it is so good. It is incredibly sweet. But as a once in a while thing, it is just the best. Yeah, it's made from like, it's like a cousin of the sweet potato or something. So I guess it's one of those, it's a starchy tuber that can be used for sweet or savory. And I'm trying to think of how I would describe the flavor. Argam is not a fan. I also found some taro mochi, but the taro is usually a purple color. And I love it. I love it. Oh, timer's up. I'm going to find the nearest person with eyeballs and stare at them aggressively in the eyes. Look at his gorgeous... Oh, well, he doesn't... Does he have eyes? He just kind of has eye sockets. But I have my phone timer ready, just in case y'all want to ban more in-game actions. Oh, I'm so excited. I hope we find Dredge. I really, really hope so. Oh, that's wait a minute, what's his name? Oh, Thorgal. For a second it looked really similar to Thogli, and that threw me for a loop. I would try it just to see what it tastes like. I don't think I've had taro anything. If you search for it, I think it doesn't have a T. It's not like tarot cards. It's like just T-A-R-O. Thorgal Bludgeon Hammer. That's such a cool name. I do want to make an alt that uses hammers. When I played Baldur's Gate 1, I made a Dwarven Defender dual-wielding hammers. And that was just so sick. I just love the thought of being the kind of character that dual wields hammers to just smashy smash things. That was something inside of me that I had not recognized until recently, mainly because of Guild Wars 2, where I can play with a hammer, and suddenly I'm just in love with hammers. Call it McHammer time, exactly. Smash it with a hammer! That would be a fun cosplay, to make like a giant hammer. Or like dual wielding hammers. I mean, it's easy enough with styrofoam, and I say easy enough, like for entry level, for a beginner that's putting it together. A hammer I feel like is one of those easier DIY things. But the quality that I would be able to create initially would probably be, oh, that's cute. They look like hammers. Oh, good job. You know? Want orange juice? All you need is an orange and a hammer. But what about grape juice? Oh, wait a minute. Is this... You know what? I think when we entered that town, that one guy that we picked up, what was his name? Kilroy? Yeah, Kilroy Stonekin, he broke party. So I think what it wants you to do is collect him and then immediately go to Sorrow's Furnace. So we'll follow up on that quest later. But for now, are there Dredge? Have ever seen the comedian Gallagher's routine? Gallagher sounds really familiar, but I'm not sure. Doesn't take much, but maybe either cardboard or styrofoam. I forget how to actually... Oh yeah, don't worry. Yeah, I would probably go for the styrofoam, because then I feel like styrofoam is easier to work with when you want to create artificial dents or scarring in the metal to make it look like it's battle worn. Kilroy just runs away and pulls a lot of aggro, so not the best for trying to sneak up on Dredge. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Summit Surveyor. Okay, all dwarves. All dwarves so far. Using my power shot. Ever seen first person MMO? I love occasionally playing in first person and streaming this way because I'll get a few different reactions from the crowd. Either A, they didn't even know this was possible to play first person, or B, they know about it and they are just like, why would you do this? What are you doing? Let's take a peek over here. Dredge! There they are! Dredge. They're all enemies, then there's scouts and a brute. There's a Dredge slave in green. So I'm wondering if there's missions where, maybe not a mission might not be the right word, but like a side quest or something where you would come in with one of these people and free the slaves. We'll just clear a path. You got it. Every once in a while, I enjoy zooming into first person because you get a better appreciation for how the game looks. I also feel like the sound effects might be kind of loud because it's proximity based. Like when I zoom out, it's way quieter. But then when I'm up in it, it's way louder. There's the Dredge. There they are. Aww. Oh, he's like Pyramid Head. Look at him. He's got like a spiky spike on his back. Exactly. Still looks good after 20 years. I agree. Like, they just did a fantastic job. Limited polygons, but they really did nicely with the textures. In Guild Wars 2, they are lanterns. Okay, the pyramids on the back. And here's a Dredge slave. Oh, I'm so sorry, friend. Ow. Who hexed me? Oh, they're down there. Whoops. Whoopsie. Let me just calmly distance myself here. Troll unguent to slow my rate of death. Okay, can we talk to him? We don't see many humans down here. To be honest, we don't see much at all. You're a human, aren't you? What can I help you with? I'll be on my way. Good luck with this. Sucks to be you. There's a Dredge manifesto! So, based off of what we read in the wiki yesterday, finding those Dredge manifesto is like your hint that they are in the process of an uprising, that there are resistors. Hey, what's up, Ready for Noobs? Thank you for that follow. We are officially at 900 followers, you guys. That's amazing. Amazing, amazing. Thank you for being number 900. You're 1 in 900, noobs. Okay. So We found the dredge. They exist in Prophecies. So they are here. They're in Sorrow's Furnace. And there's this whole little... I'm excited to eventually get to endgame, like the end of the Prophecies campaign when we're max level. I do want to come back and go through Sorrow's Furnace. I feel like this is one of those exceptions where even though it's not part of the main campaign missions, I do want to play through it because Sorrow's Furnace is something that persists into Guild Wars 2. It is a location you can visit. The Dredge are all crawling through it. They've reclaimed it. And I feel that it is something relevant and worth doing. So we will revisit this. For now, I am going to go back to what's it called? Where were we? Gates of Kryta. So I'm just gonna jump over to the Gates of Kryta. We found the Dredge, we've accomplished our mission, and now we're gonna play through a couple of mission campaigns. Once we've done that, maybe the last 20 minutes of stream, I might go back to... Well, no, we should revisit Sorrow's Furnace in Guild Wars 2 after we complete the Sorrow's Furnace stuff in Guild Wars 1. I think that would actually be better, because then we have a chance to fully explore Sorrow's Furnace and do a bunch of little missions in there, and then have a compare contrast. Like, here's where we leave off with at Sorrow's Furnace from Guild Wars 1, and now we're picking up into Guild Wars 2. So, Gates of Kryta. Ready for noobs? I streamed 9 hours Guild Wars, right on. You are game over. Does that mean you're exhausted? I'll bet you are. That's a really long stream. I hope you took breaks. I hope you washed your hands. That's an inside joke. There's another streamer that I love watching, user ID 10T. I hope he stops by because I would love to give him a shout out, but he's always telling people to wash their hands. Like, serious, not serious, you know? He's so funny. Okay. I see you're doing the wiggle. Invite me! Invite me! Notice me! All right. So ready for noobs. If you might be crashed out or you might still be hanging around, but you were playing Guild Wars 1. Were you doing story missions? Nightfall with Assassin, very cool. Are you newer to Guild Wars or are you a long-time player? Because I played this back in 2005 and I'm just now circling back to it. And I'm loving every second. Scroll of Hunter's Insight. Oh. That sounds special. I'll save that for later. Ready? Okay, cool. I will jump us in there once I get these other things situated. Guess I'll put that there. Okay. Yeah, for XP. I think I would save that for like end stages, like if I'm level 19 and just struggling to get to 20. I'll use it. Or should I use it now? What would you do? Because that could be nice to use now, but it says if we don't kill a boss within 5 minutes that it ends. I don't know how many bosses we're gonna encounter in most missions. 15 years! Very nice. Yeah, I played for about a year or so, give or take a few months. I'm not really sure because it was so long ago. And then about a year and a half ago, I started playing Guild Wars 2, and that just made me hungry and nostalgic for Guild Wars 1. So I play both. I love both, and we're doing a narrative deep dive. We're looking at the lore. I'd look up where it would be the most effective, enemy levels and density. Okay, that's fair. So we'll just focus on a mission for now. I might use that off stream just because it's kind of part of the grind, because there's some side quests I still want to do. and unlock more of the map. So yeah, we will enter the mission. So love this game with heroes and story, and the graphic for this time is amazing. Absolutely. Absolutely. It really has stood the test of time. And the mechanics are solid. I really love how they built on it in Guild Wars 2 with the different classes and specializations, elite specializations. So I've enjoyed it for that element. Wait a minute, is there someone to talk to up here? Did I miss something? There's like a green triangle. Was it just, oh, it was just the spirit. Whoops, never mind. Never mind. I'm basically on the lookout for any NPCs to talk to. Ooh, that's so pretty. It feels very Kryta. Oh, it's a farmer. They're under attack! Maybe I shouldn't be on the front lines. Oh, I forgot to put my ability back on the ability bar. I'll survive without it. We'll be good. We don't need it. Yeah, my level is fine here. It's just I realized I was overextended a little bit. And I have a bad habit of just getting excited. Oink! Oink? I have heard of oink. Let's get the pig. Okay. I missed your chat. Oink? He's so cute. How do we get the pig? Oink is indestructible? Oh, sick. Oh, he's following me! Oh. Anything hiding back here? Wait, what's back here? Hello? A lynx? Hello? Lynx? Is he following me too now? What's over here? Oh, there's a hellhound. What's a hellhound doing here? Oh, there's suddenly so many more. Lots of undead. Okay. This was not a good time to forget about resetting my skill onto my bar. Oops. I think a lot of people are playing the game again, and I'm glad that Guild Wars 1 is getting a lot of attention. I also got a new account, a lot of my friends from back then. We have a guild again, we play for hours. Oh, that's awesome! I'm so happy for you! That's a really, really good feeling. And I'm so happy to be back into Guild Wars 1. And I'm hoping to build a community that enjoys both, that is interested in the lore, and talking about the lore, because I think that's where I found the most of my enjoyment, because there's so many Easter eggs throughout both of the games where there will be events and people referenced from Guild Wars 1 in Guild Wars 2, but also places. So the places are not exactly the same, but you can visit ruins of places that used to be. There are characters that you meet that are descendants of people that you interact with in Guild Wars 1. So it's cool. It's like they've given you reasons to play both. It feels very interconnected, and I really love that. I understand that there were some things that were established as canon but then changed later, so I do have my I am paying attention to that, but it's also cool to see where things changed or how they shifted direction, and it's fun to theory craft and think, why might something have changed? whenever possible. Oink! He's so cute! Oh, there's a green triangle. What's that? Is there a person over here? Ugh. Oh, what am I stuck on? Oh. Maybe that was just a spirit. The heroes are yakking. When we get to the water, you might get one shot by phantoms. They pop up and do a lot of damage. Okay, thanks for the heads up, Xeno. I'll stay away from the water. I think it'd be cool to have a guild that was a spoof of the Derman Priory. So it's not called the Derman Priory, but that's basically what the guild does, is it's all about lore. A lore-focused guild. And also for newbies. Like people getting into the game for the first time and trying to decide where to start, that are interested in the story, to help them break the ice, because there's, between Guild Wars 1 and Guild Wars 2, that's what, 35 years of content? One must clearly say at this point that for little money it's very great, exciting and important time where you are not finished straight away. Unless you only do primary quests, also all the events, Nicholas the Traveler as well. You said dungeon, and for example, also the many cool own skills and armor with heroes. Yeah, so to, it sounds like you're saying in order to get full completion and experience everything the game has to offer, you're not going to be done quickly, and it's a really great value for what you buy. Especially when there's no subscription fee, like that is so rare. I'm loving this. Look how gorgeous this is. I need to get a screenshot of this. I changed my microphone placement. Now that's interesting. What does this tell us right here? There's this shipwreck. And I find that interesting. I'm wondering what that ship was. That might actually be the ship that is talked about in one of the Guild Wars books. Right? Amazing view. I'm gonna have a folder that is just Guild Wars scenery, Guild Wars 1, Guild Wars 2. And make it like for my desktop and stuff. Oh, I'm excited. I can't wait to put that together. Okay. Let me put my HUD back up. Okay. The chest might be part of the bonus. Oh, a chest near it? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. The chest near the... Oh. Ooh. Okay. I'm excited. I'm very excitable. Heads up. So if you don't like excitement, then might not be the place. Oh, uh-oh. Oink is taken. Yeah, he is. He's the tankiest tank. Uh-oh. This is yucky water? This looks like yucky water. Oh, is this where those phantoms pop up in the water? Beach water, okay. I just want to be vigilant whenever we get there. So I'm curious, Ready for Noobs, where are you tuning in from? Like what country, or if you're in the United States, what state? I'm from the United States. Austria, right on. There was an exchange student that I knew briefly in college that was also from Austria. She was a really, really cool person. Or is, you know, she's still with us, probably. I hope so. I just haven't, you know, it's like one of those connections you make all those years ago and you don't stay in touch. Guild Wars 1 is only streaming in English. That's what it seems like. I only know like basic to intermediate Spanish as a second language, and I used to be better. I've actually gotten pretty rusty. Are we, wait a minute. I don't want to pass up the bonus by mistake. Yeah, look at this. There's like a little area we could have gone down. I want to double back really quick, because I think we passed where we would have gone down to get to the chest. You know, this swamp area is reminding me of God's Lost Swamp. I don't think it is the same area, but it's just reminding me of that. Oh, that's to the west? Oh, okay. Down there is Lowenstein. Oh. Oh, God's Lost Swamp is to the west. And the city we were just looking at, that was Lowenstein. Well... was there a way we could have gotten down to the beach? Because I don't think that continuing to go the way we were going would get us there. Left? I've seen German and Spanish streamer later in the night around 2 a.m. Ah, time zones. So that's where we saw the overlook. I think if we head south, we can get to it at the bend. All right, sounds good. Oh, ooh, glittering dust. It's so sparkly. Then I'll regroup to you. So you think we should... oh wait, no. You said, yeah. South? This way? Okay, this way. I will follow you, because I think I'm getting confused. Ah, yucky water. Icky yucky water. Oh, look at that. It's like a lighthouse outpost. Hmm. So there it is. I wonder if that's just teasing us. Is there actually a way to get there? There is a shallow continental shelf. I feel like that's too tiny to be a continental shelf, but you know what I mean. It's like, it's shallow water that we could walk on. I wonder if you get a teaser here, but then you can't actually get to it until a later mission or when you're in an explorable area. This game in Unreal Engine 5 would be sick if it translated well. Oh, White Mantle. Wait. Does that progress the story? I don't want to finish the mission by mistake. Oh, these plants. They so big. As long as they don't touch anything else. Right, exactly. Exactly. So while Yazzie might be able to walk us through it, getting to that chest area? Also, I want to check on the Kryta map, maybe? Let me zoom out really quick so I can see what the heck is going on. So we came through Scoundrel's Rise. I was hoping for an interactive map. Oh, you don't remember? Kind of fumble through the game. Hey, me too. Me too. All right, let me get this off the screen and we will look at the map. So we're here. Unfortunately, I can't zoom in any further, which is sort of frustrating. So this is where there was a cliff and we got to see the chest from here. And then we got to this place, but it's another cliff and we overlook from here. There are gates here. I'm wondering if that's just an explorable zone and we get to it later and it's just giving us that hint during this mission. Otherwise, we're going up this way. It didn't look like there was a way to get to the beach from this cliff over here. You can zoom in with the map, you press U. U with... Go out of this map. Oh. The mission map. This map. Oh. Oh. It's all coming together. It's all coming together. So we're trying to get here. You think you missed the bonus on this one? Okay. Yeah, there's gates here, and this might be the bonus mission, but I know that we find, like, Kryta is to the west. It's over here. So I'm wondering if the bonus is over here, because there was a skirmish right in front of their gates. So I'm wondering if this is a different settlement that's in distress that needs our help, and we help them out there. You know? So I'm game to risk it because we can always replay the mission if this ends it. But considering there's so much else, we go through the gate? Yes! Okay, cool, 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 cool. Oh, don't worry about it, Yazi. We're all learning together. Yeah, see, they're at the gates. Ooh. Begone, you foul demons! Is this Lion's Arch? Justiciar Torimo. Lion's Arch is sealed by the order of Justiciar Hablian. He's gone to the south to deal with the invasion of the undead. Oink is Cheswick's pig. Oh. And there's a recruit. Oh. This is old Lion's Arch. Like OG Lion's Arch 250 years ago. Cheswick! Hello! Thank you so much for finding Oink. Retrieve the Orion text and have it translated. Orion Historian McLean. You found Oink. You've made my son very happy. There's a shipwreck in the cove southwest of here. It looks to be an old Orion ship. If you find anything of interest, perhaps I can help you identify it. Okay. Okie dokie. You gonna let the bridge down for us? Yeah, it's gotta be in the chest, I agree. Now the question is, how do we get there? The bridge is raised. Do we need to find the mechanism to lower the bridge? That one of the issue with playing 3 different games when I'm streaming through the week, when I come back, I totally forget what I'm doing. I feel you. I understand. Around this way? Okay. Because I play retro, like, single-player style games, you know, whodunits, mysteries, point and click. I do that kind of stuff on, well, there's Friday nights, which is definitely retro, and then Saturday might be modern day, but it's still like some kind of mystery puzzle game. Like right now I'm playing through Fallout 2. After I finished Fallout 1. They have some kind of energy sapping thing, don't they? Because I had like no energy that whole fight. Is that a Crichton chest? And then Sundays I'm doing Guild Wars lore. They're mesmers. Okay. Checks out. Wait, do we go this way? Is this a dead end? Is that a shark? Or a shark adjacent? Yeah, we need to go down and around. we gotta go out of our way. Whoa, 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 whoa. That was disorienting. What? Oh, do we go this way? I know, Zeno is just amazing, isn't he? He is so supportive of newer players. Zeno and Ghosty is another one. Although I think Ghosty is more active in Guild Wars 2. He does, or he has played in Guild Wars 1, and will dabble. You know, sometimes he'll load into it, I think. Tuna Bandit is another one that's really helpful for newer players to Guild Wars 2. But just in general, there are some really special people that seek out new players through their streams and help them get oriented. And it makes a big difference. And I also want to be like that. So whenever I go for raids, I'm trying to find people that say, it's my first time playing, or I'm a new streamer and I'm playing Guild Wars, like the newbies I want to give a lot of support to. It would make sense, Zeno, if they didn't attack until we had the scroll, because of if it's from ore, you know it's going to be cursed. Because anything out of ore is cursed after what happened there. You'll probably run into them when you get to Guild Wars 2. I guarantee it. Absolutely. And those water pits are just so deep. How did the ship even get here? It must have been, there must have been a lot more water here before. Because like, look, it shipwrecks there. It gets all the way into this cove. From over there, I guess. But no, that's waterlocked, isn't it? There's no way else into this little cove area. So when exactly, like, what ship is this? Yep, there they are. There's probably not anything continuing in this direction, right? Probably. Well, certainly can confirm there's no other way to get here. Maybe during high tide? Yeah. Because, like, how old is this ship exactly? So many questions. I tried to help raid a new player yesterday, but he didn't say anything when we got on his channel. It was big sad face. Oh. Sometimes that happens, especially for newer streamers. When I first started streaming, I had a major chat delay. Like, it would be 45 minutes before chat would see, like, viewers would see my response to their messages. So somebody would say hello and I would say, oh, hey, what's up? How you doing? You know, I would try to be chatty, but they didn't see it. And so they would just say hello. They would feel ignored and then click away. But it was because my stream setup was not correct. And that was unfortunate. But thankfully I was able to realize that that was happening pretty early on, like, thank God. So I was able to make corrections and it wasn't an issue for that long. But it was certainly a very confusing time. Or sometimes they don't have any kind of chat delay, but or stream delay is really more accurate. It's stream delay. They might be so focused on what they're doing that they forget to read chat. And that's another common thing I hear from newer streamers is they're like, oh crap, I keep forgetting to look over at chat. He was farming and watching a video at the same time. Uh-oh. Ooh, it's a boss. Found Streamlabs a sound alert for when chat messages. Yeah. And that can help a lot too. It gets you in the habit. I've also seen some streamers that'll use text to speech, although that can be risky depending on if someone is trying to give you a bad day. But that is another feature I've seen some people use. Or like if they cheer so many bits, then they get a text to speech message. Okay. Once I drop this off, I actually want to go to the end of the pier because sometimes you'll see people there. It's unlikely, but I'm gonna run out there. Yeah, see this little bit right here? Oh, where's the dude? Did I run past him? Yes, I did. He's over here. Orion historian. I'm the Orion historian. As I thought, this is an old Orion text. It's a Thaddeus what? Passage from the memoirs of Thaddeus Lamont. That name is so familiar. Wait a minute. Why is something from Thaddeus Lamont on that shipwreck? They may have a really obvious answer. I'm not saying, like, it shouldn't be there. Is he listed here? I have a little list of names. Still trying to figure out all that stuff. There's so many different there's so many different things you can add to your stream. Yeah. And, like, as someone who's been a streamer since 2017, although I did take a brief hiatus, so what, that's like 8 years. I have 8 years of streaming experience. I never put a number on it before, so I'm a bit overwhelmed for just a moment. Anyway, it's good to do it piece by piece. Depending on how you want to grow your channel, you know, if you want it to be really like a slow grow kind of thing, quality over quantity. But one fun thing as you grow a community is to see what resonates with them, because then that can inform what your alerts should be, you know, the kind of things that they appreciate. So just getting your personality out there to start with, and just throwing something basic out there and simple, just simple, keep it simple, which it sounds like you're doing. But like if I could go back and coach a younger me who was newer to streaming, that would have been really helpful. Be like, yeah, just stream consistently. And that's probably one of the most important things you can do. Try to find a niche that you enjoy, that people are looking for. Okay. Although I stream stuff that I just want to stream. I'm selfish. I'm a selfish streamer. Let's see. Thaddeus Lamont. Guild Wars 1. You're the same way? Okay. He's referred to as Thaddeus Lamont in the History of Tyria, and Thaddeus Lamont by Orion historian McLean. Okay, so they're spelled differently. He's also the author of The History of Tyria, Volume 1, which is included in the Prophecies manuscripts. And then there's a Thaddeus Ghostwrite in Guild Wars 2. Oh, look at him. A champion risen in the Ghostwrite. Once I wrote the histories of Tyria, now I write its future in your blood. Oh, that's so metal. That is so metal. Very interesting. His name may be a play on ghostwriting, the practice of writing a book or other text which is then officially credited to another author. And then there's a couple of bugs. His voice lines are unedited and unfiltered, so it sounds like a human instead of a wraith. Aw. Very interesting. So it's in the personal story, chapter 6, Battle of Claw Island. But yeah, this guy also appears. Thought you were remembering something in Guild Wars 2? Yes. He had a sharp bend in his story arc. Okay, so Prophecies manuscripts, History of Tyria, Volume 1. Part of the Guild Wars Prophecies manual. So yeah, I read the first manuscript. So he was the author. It was almost 3,000 years ago, yada yada. This is something that we read through in episode 1. Yeah. Excerpt from History of Tyria, Volume 1, Thaddeus Lamont, historian. That is interesting. So he is a resident of Or? Does that mean that's where he hails from? Like, there's no information on him, so it's just like he's... Yeah, unseen NPCs. So you don't actually get to meet him in game, which makes sense. It sounds like he died on that ship, or it was a copy of the History of Tyria. It was an Orion text and part of the history of, like, it could have been we recovered that volume. We recovered History of Tyria Volume 1 from the ship. So he's the author. He may not have died on that ship, but I'm wondering if this means that he is from Or originally. It was the home of the gods, but it was also settled by humans. Right. So it would make sense that a scholar who wanted to write the history of Tyria would travel to where the gods lived to write that history. Okay, cool. Cool beans. Very neat. We need to go across the bridge over the bay. Yeah. And then someone, Lamont, I think of the name of the Shadow from radio play fame. Oh, that was Lamont Cranston. Okay. Head south across the beach. Oh. Oh, here come more dudes. Hey, what's up, Heat Thing? How's California treating you? Hope you're having a great evening. We're learning all kinds of lore tonight. We found the Dredge. They do exist in Guild Wars 1 Prophecies. It was a very exciting discovery. A deadly one. An arduous journey. But worth. I thought it was really cool. Okay, looks like there's just enemies this way. And they're going in that direction. Once in a while, there will be an NPC posted somewhere random. And sometimes they have something interesting to tell you. So right now, like, we just have lightning drakes scattered around. Something over there. I don't know. But I do love that this coastal line is very much the vibe of Lion's Arch that you get in... you know what? There might be a boss over here, like a lightning drake boss. That would make sense. But as I'm looking on this territory and on this coastline, all I can think of is the personal storyline where you're fighting the Risen. And I remember some of the side bits of that story, like rescuing survivors, helping citizens get to safety. Oh no, you got a fever. Hey, what's up, John? Hope you're having a good night. I don't know if you guys would be down for a movie later, but we could totally do that. Maybe something short if Thing's not feeling well. I've been really into Columbo lately. It's like one of my new favorite shows. Oh, look at this. We got a sandbar. There's a big pointy rock over there. I did, Lime. I found Oink. I was very happy. Oink is a new favorite of mine. Absolutely. Oh, thank you for that hydrate, Argum. Would have to be a fool to sail into these waters with their many shallows. Yeah. I'm surprised by that. I'm also surprised by how far we can go off in this area, in this direction. So I guess this is headed towards the main objective. Either that or it's just a way to get some XP and try to farm drops. Doing good. He says he's not, but I certainly will be. We're about to play Helldivers. Right on. Looks like it leads to the bridge we need to cross. Okay. Yeah, so it's just a big loop around. Resuming my downloads. Let me know if it messes with the stream. Okay, thank you. It'll probably be fine. Did I found it? Or find it? The Oink? Yeah, I found the pig. We brought it back to... what's his name? Oswick? No, not Oswick. Ezric? I don't know. We brought it back to the kid. And then we found the Orion text. White Mantle Abbot. Okay, that's not a name. It's so pretty. A whoozy what's it? You should be fine. It's not like the good old days of dial-up. Yeah, no. Nope. Very thankful for that. And that sound of dial-up was always something strange. I'm going down. Oh.
You've arrived in Kryta at the wrong moment, friend. I don't have time for long speeches, but I'll make you this deal.
Is that Spike Spiegel?
Help me fight these undead, and I'll give you and your people passage into Lion's Arch.
Was that not, this is the voice actor for Spike Spiegel from, Cowboy Bebop? I was hoping triggering the cutscene would save me. Almost. Almost. Uh-oh. I did something to my camera setup. My camera isn't rotating with my character anymore. I don't know how I broke it. But it's broken. Maybe view map and back? Nope. Don't forget the double shot on your skill bar. Yeah, I'll have to reset that once I get into a town. I forgot to set it before I started this mission. It's okay though, we're skating through it, no problem. I mean, honestly, being able to turn the character without it turning the camera might be less disoriented for people who are watching. I got a long in-game action ban. Yeah. Basically. And look, I can rotate the camera independently of whichever direction my character is running, so I can, like, look around the scenery while still going in the same direction. Oh, look, it's the other side of that drawbridge that was up. Nazim. That feels like a familiar name. Seems like a nice setting for your camera. That's what I thought. Like, I don't know how this got activated. I don't hate it. Like, I will need to rotate the camera when I'm going around a blind corner. But, oh. Skeleton sorcerer. Begone, you foul demons! Did I find the path behind the outhouse? Yeah, we went down that path. We fought all those hellhounds. A lot of hellhounds back there. Who's on a pike? Well, that's a boat? It's a barely floating boat. This is weird. Is this just a message that our enemies are trying to send us? Look at that. That path is on the right side now. Left side. You can glitch that closed gate. Oh, here? A forked sword. This water is grody. Yeah, I'm just grabbing the forked sword first. Oh, you said the gate. That guy in the boat is probably just setting a theme of macabre. Oh.
Be at peace, brother. May your soul find peace in the mists. Your bravery is unquestionable, your honor unmatched. On behalf of the White Mantle, I thank you greatly for your service. Our founder, Saul D'Alessio himself, would have been proud to call you his friends. As promised, your request for entrance to Lion's Arch has been granted. You and your fellow Ascalons are welcome here. Come, I will escort you to town personally. We will make sure you receive a proper reception.
A proper reception? Dom Perignon? Are they gonna lower those gates and just... Oh, right. They lifted the gates and they locked it up because of the undead everywhere. Steve Bloom, yeah, that's the same voice actor for Spike Spiegel in Cowboy Bebop.
Welcome to Lion's Arch.
That is so cool. It's weird watching the game being a couple missions ahead. Does it just feel like deja vu? He's Ridlock Brimstone? Shut up right now! What? How did I not catch that? Well, I guess he does have some modifiers on his voice, like filters.
And when we found it first. If the undead get this...
Come on. The sooner we get this scepter into safekeeping,
the better. Look out! Little golems.
Help! The undead! We're under attack!
White Mantle are deaf, I know, right?
We can't let them get the scepter.
Make haste to the Temple of Tolerance. Take the scepter to Confessor Dorian. We'll hold back the undead for as long as we can.
But...
Just go!
Oh? ¿Quién
You little fool, run. I have all the time in the world.
An undead
The
lich.
scepter will be mine again soon enough.
Wait 30 seconds, then go?
Everything proceeds according to the prophecy.
The oh, right. Guild Wars Prophecies. I see what you did there. The more I play, the more convinced I am that I never actually got to the end of Prophecies. I know that I did get characters up to level 20. But I just don't think I got very far in the campaign. Like, I just ran around Old Ascalon and That's what I did. Just until I got level 20. I would just run around with groups of other people and get to level 20 and then restart with a different configuration of character. That was my play loop. Hello? Game. Hello? Are you there? Paging Guild Wars? Is anybody home? Yes, I'll hydrate. I think it's a bad sign if it takes so long to load that I can finish 32 ounces of water in one go. At this rate, I might drown. I need to drink another one of these, actually, for my water goal. My daily water intake goal. So it's hard for me to like chug water though, because then my throat starts to feel kind of dry and gross. I don't know what happened. Should I just click the skip button? I might have to close the game and reload. Because, oh, there it is. Yes, please. Oh, okay. All right, let me see here. Wow. Okay. Well, where will we end up? We're in the gates of Kryda. Again. No, check my map. Oh! Lion's Arch! Did it register my... Yes. That was spooky. That was spooky. We're in Lion's Arch, you guys. And my camera was fixed too. So now when I turn, it turns with me. Hello, friend. Magi Malaquire. Or I guess it's Magi. That sounds better. I am known to mortal men as Magi Malaquire. I've been researching new methods in skill acquisition. Such a task is effortless to one such as I, of course. But I lack one final ingredient. Long ago, ancient tablets were brought here from ore by wizards of some consequence. They were buried in North Krita province, where their magic seeped into the very earth. I sent villagers to excavate these tablets for me, but alas, they unearthed only magical beings made of clay. I believed that these enchanted clay creatures hold shards of the Orion tablets within themselves. I need heroes such as you to defeat these creatures and return to me the Orion tablet shards contained within. Bring me 5, that I may continue my research. Orion tablet shards? Could it be a bloodstone? I'm surrounded by dancing ritualists. I see that. Ooh, loaded cupcake and loaded cookie. That sounds delicious. Silly skillet, breakfast skillet, THC skillet, hash muffins, rolled kefir. Oh my god, these names are cracking me up. Bunny. It's a white rabbit. Magi Nor, rare scroll trader. Okay. First watch, Sergio. Must rely on everyone else to be my eyes and ears. So tell me, is there anything that requires my attention? Menlo's request. It's you. Menlo has been looking all over for you. Apparently he has received a letter with some disturbing news. A letter sent by his old friend, an old friend of his from Cantha. He asked me to tell you to meet him out in North Krita province if I happen to see you. He's probably waiting out there right now. Menlo looked pretty upset. You may want to go talk to him. Okay. Get used to Sergio. You'll talk to him a lot. Okay. I must rely on everyone. The villainy of Galrath. Galrath must be stopped. If he gains whatever secrets are locked within the Wizard's Tower in Keswick's Peak, that's a location that we talked about recently. Gods be merciful. I know not who to trust within the Lion Guard. So many, I thought beyond reproach, are still loyal to him. I need an outsider to find Galrath and put an end to his villainy. You are the only one who has a chance of defeating him. I'll stop him. Galrath, that's another interesting name. I have a feeling the next lore conversation we have is going to center around Lion's Arch in Guild Wars 1 and Guild Wars 2. Congrats on making it to Lion's Arch. I'm off to start some Once Human. Okay, take a good one, Yazi. We will see you later. Exactly, the mysterious Wizard's Tower, which we've learned that there's 2. There's technically 2. There's like Wizard's Folly, and then there's Wizard's Tower, and they are 2 different structures. I have verified this with pictures. Galrath. The wrath of gals everywhere around the world. I am Muro, a humble historian and scribe. Dark days are coming, and the fate of Krita is uncertain. Let me be your guide through this impending war. Okay. Gal Gadot is upset. Do, 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 do. Sumaka? Oh, look at all these people. Dermond historian? Dermond? The early beginnings of the Dermond Priory? Wait a minute. I want to talk to you.
Let me tell you a story.
I'm Dermond, keeper of heroic tales and Tyrian legends. To know a culture is to understand its past. Choose a hero, and I shall give you that hero's tale and weapon. Which would you like to read? Saul de Alessio's story. Alas, I'm afraid I cannot give you a story today. You do not have access to the bonus mission pack. Oh.
Hear my tale.
How about Master Togo's story and Togo's staff? Alright. I don't have access. When there's Breast Cancer Awareness Week, there's an NPC here that sells pink dye. That's cool. How about Lore Master Erminred? Do I know you? Of course you do! We've never met. Yes, I'm sure we've met somewhere before. I never forget a face. No, we've never met. Nonsense. I might be old and forgetful, but I'm not that old and forgetful. Alright, should I just tell you we have met before? Don't be foolish. I never forget a face. Certainly not one as distinctive as yours. Surely you're mistaken. We have met before. You young ones always so sure of yourselves. I'm afraid, my inexperienced friend, that you are mistaken. This guy is funny. What does the scribe do? Okay, so he's selling or giving some things, I guess. Then here's another scribe. Oh, wait a minute. You must give me any authorized copies of Turai's story you come across, so they may be held within the Chantry of Secrets. The story of Turai is an important moment in history and must be secured and preserved for future generations. Do this for the Order. I shall grant you an antique weapon we have recovered. So... what? The guild registrar is named Merkin. I don't know the significance of Merkin. I forgot. I forgore. Foreman the Crier. I bring good tidings and announcements of exciting events. Right this very moment you could be taking part in Pantheon Bonus Week. Heroes Ascent Bonus Week. Okay, Pantheon bonus. While this bonus is active, access to the Underworld and Fissure of Woe is free. Now that I think about it, I'm not sure if that's really a blessing. Fancy a day trip to the Land of the Dead? How about Heroes Ascent? As long as this bonus is running, combatants in Heroes Ascent get double Balthazar faction and fame points, good toward the hero title if I remember correctly. Those who win a battle in the Hall of Heroes also get double loot from the final chest. Form a team and head to the Heroes Ascent outpost in the Battle Isles to get your share. Okay. A Merkin is a... oh. What? What? Oh, report to the White Mantle. Hey, why, hello, and welcome to Lion's Arch. I see you're another one who's been offered sanctuary here by the grace of the White Mantle Justiciars. The White Mantle rules this kingdom, if you hadn't figured that out. So if you mean to stay here, you'd best report your presence officially. There's a barracks in De Alessio Seaboard, just west of town. Talk to Mantle Knight Korea, and he'll sort things out. Okay. I have some questions. Advice for a newcomer. If you're anxious for some action, invite one of the henchmen, and then just walk out of town. When you're ready to learn a thing or two, take a little bit of time to explore the city. A few other folks have valuable services, even if none of them are so friendly as me. New skills. Where else can I go? There's a whole wide world out there. You can head out this north gate to explore the countryside. From there you can head west to get the White Mantle Temple. The White Mantle is always looking for new recruits. If you're feeling very adventurous, you could head down to the docks. Who are the White Mantle? The Glorious Brotherhood. The White Mantle are the saviors of Kryta. In our most troubled days, it was those who converted to this new religion who kept Kryta from suffering the fate of our neighbors. Now I was a partial to Dwayna and Melandru as the next fellow. but these gods of the White Mantle rescued us in our time of need. So the White Mantle served different gods? Is that what was just implied here? There's a note on Merkin's Guild Wars wiki page. That is hilarious. Oh, the Mursat, right. I'm curious to understand what this guy is. I'm ready to get my story, or Gwen's story. Okay, do I need to get a story authorized? Once you are done with the story, I can authorize it for you. I'm certain one of my scribes would be interested in any story you complete. They may even reward you with something in exchange. However, they only collect authorized copies. You do not have a complete Saul's story. Okay, so I guess there's something in the game I need to go do, and then I'll be able to do that. Spoiler. All good. Valkenhayn, mercenary registrar. Who's Len Caldoron? Never seen anything like it. The ground shook beneath my feet and soil collapsed into the earth, taking everything with it. I could swear I heard voices. You must believe me. You get a book that fills out as you do quests in it, and you turn it in for rewards. Okay. That makes sense. Because for a second it was almost sounding like DLC. There he is, Merkin. The guild registrar. Do I have a guild? I don't remember. Oh, right. The Imperial Sweet Roll Company. And with only myself and Argam in it, who hasn't been online for 6 months. Ooh, a guild emblemer. Very cool. How much money do I even have? Oh, quite a bit. CDA only has my wife and me. What does CDA stand for? If you don't mind my asking. Gate guard. Behind me lies the Keep of Lion's Arch. This was the royal family's seat of power when they still ruled Kryta. Creators of Destiny Awakening. Ooh, that sounds cool. Well, it's about time to wrap up stream anyway, but it is so cool to make it to Lion's Arch and see all of these structures. Like, there's the lighthouse over there. There's the docks, which... Oh, you know what? Let me see if I can run over to the docks. So I'm thinking for the next lore delving, which will be on Sunday, I'd be interested in looking more closely at Lion's Arch in Guild Wars 1. We did a brief overview a while back where we compared Lion's Arch from Guild Wars 1 to Lion's Arch in Guild Wars 2, both before and after the attack. And I think I just want to look at this, and then once we get to Guild Wars 2, hopefully I will have unlocked more that special thing. Like, you can go see the Lion's Arch before the attack, like as it was. So I want to be able to unlock that to do a proper compare contrast. So the lore delving conversation that will probably be for next time will be about Lion's Arch and some of the people that you can find in Lion's Arch and what their relevance or importance is. Either that, or I'll talk about the map of the area of Kryta. So that'll be like an informal poll that I do in the Discord. So if you want to weigh in on that, you can do that there. But we will talk about both. It's just which one do we talk about first? And then still play through some of the missions. So that'll be for Sunday. But hey, what's up, Choco Bro? I still need to add you in Guild Wars 2. I got your message, so I am going to add you. I just haven't logged in to do that yet. But I have not forgotten. And also, welcome. I'm glad you're here. Hello, hello. You've come to the right place. If you've got the gold, you've got the goods. Merchant's plea. I'm in a spot of trouble. I promised to deliver a shipment of herbs to the new Ascalon settlement, but with all the Tengu on the roads, no one has been able to make the delivery. I do have a nephew in the Lion Guard who should have helped me out, but that ne'er-do-well has a talent for disappearing whenever you need him, if you know what I mean. What do you say? You look like you can take care of yourself. Could you deliver this strongbox to Captain Greywind in the Ascalon settlement? Okay. Okay. So when I'm talking about mentioning people or figures that you'll meet in Lion's Arch and what their relevance is, I don't mean necessarily all of these traders that are there, but there's there might be other people. I haven't looked into it, I haven't researched it, so I don't know. But I will see if there's anybody here. And kind of what their significance is, and a little bit of the history of Lion's Arch up until this point in Guild Wars 1, at least anything I can find. Oh, who's this? There's another person. Want to run out and grab Mox, Ogden, and Vec, or even just Mox? He's just outside. Oh yeah, let's grab Mox. I've got just a couple minutes to spare. Lion Guard Figo. Not to be confused with Figaro. I've been slowly exploring. Nice. The only thing I know that happened between 1 and 2, lore-wise, is something similar to what happened in World of Warcraft with Cataclysm. Yeah. Greetings. Someone has been looking for you. Cormyr, Spear Marshal of the illustrious Sun Spears, has traveled here from the lands of Ilana to the south. She's been asking most diligently after you. Cormyr awaits you at Lion's Gate. Lion Guard Beta will grant you entrance to speak with her. See, this is an example of an important figure. I will find this Cormyr and tell her how much she displeases me. Just kidding. Not really. Yes. We have a saying in Cantha, may the heavens attend to your needs, I shall attend to your wants. I promise my traders will do all that is in their power to see to it that you can buy anything your heart desires. What business do we have to discuss? Weaver of Nebo. What trouble these Critons are. I went out of my way, a virtual act of charity, you see, to support the poor craftsmen of Nebo village. All that I asked in return was some small quantity of linen to help me recover my expenses. I fulfilled my end of the bargain, but they repaid me with shoddy goods I cannot use and turned away the messenger I sent. I wonder if you would do me a favor and take word to Etham the artisan. Let him know that I wish to be reasonable. Assure him that some accommodation can be reached if he only agrees to speak with me. Okay. Okay, so Mox is just outside. I'm by the gate so I can pull you out. Oh yeah, ready. Totes ready. I was about to come hunting for you. Oh, Mox! You are the one. You're the one that I want. Mox hands you a Golem user manual. Oh. Ooh. The betrayal. Oh, it's like a book. If you're reading this, you have met my parameters to activate Mox. My name is Zin. Zin. Oh, that name is super familiar. I am the foremost golemancer in the world. Certainly far more advanced than my former mentor, Ula. She is a child compared to my great intellect. Holding me back, she was. Told me my ideas were unethical. Pah! I struck out on my own, leaving her only that simpleton Blim to assist her. Until recently, my business thrived. I cultivated an impeccable reputation manufacturing custom golems, and I will not allow some minor difficulties to destroy everything I've built. You see, I'm trapped in my own genius, a prisoner to my greatness. In short, I am forced to request the assistance of lesser beings. Ooh, that Asuran ego is just cranked to 11 in this game. Ooh, look at that. You can like click and turn the page. I love it. I guess I have to be within a settlement to enter a mission. Ula is an important name. Ooh, okay. I know when I get Guild Wars 1 next week, I want it now. I really miss this game, and watching people play makes the need worse. I'll be starting in Nightfall for the heroes, though I know it's a pain to travel outside of Istan. Well, I guess I'll be doing that later. In my younger days, I trained in the distant land. I studied under Master Togo himself, and he's almost as famous as the monastery he runs. I'm glad First Watch Sergio found you. I'm afraid I have some bad news. I've received a letter from my old teacher in Cantha, Master Togo of Xingje Monastery. Maybe you've heard of him. It seems a violent and horrific plague has spread like wildfire through the streets of Cantha and threatens to destroy all of Kaineng City. He's asked that I organize a group of skilled heroes and take them with me to Cantha, where he can fight this evil at its source. I'll be traveling to Cantha shortly. If you're up to the task, talk to Jaiju Tai in Lion's Arch, book passage to Cantha, and meet me there. So that would bring me over into the factions campaign? Is that what that is? Sounds like a name mentioned multiple times in Guild Wars 2. Yeah. This is interesting. Like, okay. Okay, I will have to be careful not to accidentally bridge over into Cantha when I haven't even finished the campaign in this game. But yeah, we've got some stuff to do next time. Ooh, look at that waterfall. And look at this. This is just insane. It reminds me of, well, that's a discussion for another time. We can go back in and you can add Mox to the party to see how it works and what skills he has available. Okay, I'll probably tinker with that off stream. I wonder if Lion Guard Riddick is a play off of like Chronicles of Riddick, like the show, the movie. The show, it's a movie, what am I saying? Okay. Well, as much as I hate to say so, it is time for me to log out. Find you. Oh, well, that's easy. Exclamation point Discord, and there you have the link. And if you want to be in on the lore conversation, just let me know and I'll add you the special role. It's like a secret area of the Discord. You won't see it unless I give you a lore delver role, and then you'll be able to get in there and talk about the lore and what you're excited to do in Guild Wars and some of your favorite bits of lore about the game. So anyway, I would prefer to find somebody who is also streaming Guild Wars 1. That's usually the priority I have. But Guild Wars 2 is also acceptable, especially if it's someone brand new. Let's see what's out there. Oh, Monroe. I think we raided them before, right? That name is super familiar. Getting close to the end of Prophecies. Okay. It looks like they're in Shiver Peaks. Iron Mines of Moladoon. So yeah, they're probably in the area that we were just stumbling through. Well, I was stumbling through it. So there's the raid call. Okay, Chocobro, I will get you added for that lore talk. And we are going to raid Monroe. I guess that's the 13th. Monroe 13. There's lots of stuff about lore I want to know too. Okay, excellent. Yeah, we'll do this together. There's also links to any of the Google Docs with the ability to comment on stuff that's in the doc. So if there's like, oh, like you might read through the doc and see something you want to read about, and then depending on what you learn, if you're like, oh, this is really cool, there's not a note about it, about this detail, then absolutely you can leave a comment, and then I can modify the doc, and then it would be addressed in a future topic whenever we revisit that subject. And of course, if there's a lot of interesting things and it's relevant to the part of the campaign that I'm playing through at the time, then definitely higher up on the priority to talk about. But there's a lot to get through in the lore of Guild Wars, which is, I think that's a good problem to have. So I'm really looking forward to it. Let's see. Tomorrow is Wednesday. So yeah, next stream is going to be Friday night. I'm playing through Fallout 2. Saturday is going to be some kind of sleuthing whodunit game. I usually post a poll in the Discord to see, like, you know, give you a couple of options, and then we choose which game to see. And then get more Guild Wars lore on Sunday. So thank you guys, and I'll talk to you later.